Hi, I'm Rebecca and this is Abundant City. Today, I'm going to show you how to build a mini wine box planter. These planters are just like the 4-foot by 8-foot boxes that I have in my big garden, but they're just smaller and they look really cute. The first thing you need is to get a hold of a wine box. And that's easier said than done. It's probably the hardest part of this project. Wine boxes are free from most liquor stores, but you have to get your timing right. Contact your local liquor store and ask when their Bordeaux release is. And then it can be a little bit of a sport once you're there to try and get a box, because there's lots of other people who want these too. Once you have a box in hand, we need to prepare it. The first step is to drill some holes in the bottom. You can see here how I've put lots of little holes for drainage for when we water it or for when it rains. I've also used the little wine bottle holder things that come inside the box as sort of feet to lift them off the ground slightly. And once that was done, I used 2 coats of a non-toxic sealant inside and outside to protect the box from all the rain and moisture that it will encounter when it's outside. I used a product called Seal Once because it's non-toxic and environmentally friendly. And that's important when we're using it to plant something that we will be eating. So once you have your box and it's all prepped, it's time to add some soil. Choose a good potting mix, and if you can, try and find one that is peat moss free, because peat moss is not a renewable resource and we want to avoid it if we can. I have some sea soil, peat moss free mix here, and that's what I've used for these boxes. Once you've added your soil, use some strings to divide it up into sections, and just use some little thumbtacks to hold them down. In my big raised beds out in the garden, I have the boxes divided up, and you can do the exact same thing here. It allows you to plant up to 4 different kinds of seeds in the box and keep it nice and organized. Then it's time to plant your seeds. The best choices for these boxes are things like small mustard greens, lettuce. You can get away with scallions or chives, herbs, radishes can do okay in here, but nothing too big. Then, after you've planted your seeds, we need to protect this box. Just like I do in my big raised bed, we're going to use some little hoops to keep a warmer, more protected environment. These came from a dollar store. And if you can't find this exact kind of thing, bent wire hangers, you could probably improvise with something from your local hardware store. You just want to get a nice arch and something that's relatively strong. Poke those into the soil, and now we're going to add some clear plastic for a mini greenhouse effect. Just drape it over and use some clips to hold it down. Again, I'm going to start doing this as soon as the seeds are planted. That's when it's most crucial to have the protection. You can use office clips, clothespins, anything that'll work. And if it's a nice day, you can open these up a bit. If it's raining, clip them down nicely. These have actually survived multiple hailstorms without being damaged, if you can believe it. So there we have a nice wine box planter, all prepped and ready to go. Once your veggies are nice and established, the way that they're looking today, you can actually take this plastic off unless you're having severe rain. Keep it nicely thinned, nicely watered, and enjoy eating your veggies from your wine box planter.